Alright, yo guys, what's going on? It's Rage, or if you're someone who doesn't know me and are just stumbling upon this video, my name is Mike, and this is typically not the usual YouTube intro that I do. For those of you who do know what to expect from me, don't worry, we're gonna get into the gaming here in just a moment. I wanted to start this video off with more of like a personal little vlog kind of format because this is a very special video. This isn't, again, something that I typically do. I'm not really one to record vlogs or anything like that, but here I got something in the mail. I've actually had this for the past like 2 months or so. 2 months ago, I was down in Louisiana for a very close friend of mine's wedding, and this is when I got the package in the mail from my university. Now this, I'm assuming, can only mean one thing. This has to be my college degree, and I just felt that it would be a really cool video, kind of like a personal video, just to, you know, share with you guys. Share with you guys my reaction to unboxing this, or if this is gonna be really awkward if it's not. Hi, Sasha. This is gonna be really awkward if this isn't my degree. I also don't know if I should use my pocket knife for this, but we're gonna do it anyway. I see cardboard. This has got to be something like official. I want to make sure I'm not cutting the wrong thing. No, Sasha, you don't want that. Oh, that's smart. Shout out the university for putting like 2 pieces of cardboard on it so it really doesn't get messed up. Yeah, this is absolutely gotta be it. Sweetie, I'm trying to be official and read this thing. I need you to move. George Mason University hereby confers upon Michael Rxqe the degree of Bachelor of Arts, International Relations. This has to be the most official piece of paper I will ever get in my entire life. I really did it. It's crazy. I don't know how to feel right now. If you guys have been around on the channel for a couple of years, like especially going back a couple of years ago when I was daily uploading videos, I used to talk about so much how much I really disliked college. Years of saying how much I disliked it and really just tried to get through it all, and I have the official piece of paper. I feel official now. Under the corporate seal attested by the registrar is granted at Fairfax, Virginia, this 20th day of August, 2022. I feel so official. Oh my god, it's done. So again, like I was saying though, I do got some stories to tell with you guys, and I feel like again this is just gonna be me repeating myself of what I've said over the years, but boy, do I got some stories, and I mean, really at the end of it all, I'm so glad that it's like actually done. Now, right away though, again, if you guys have been around on the channel for a little while, I've lived at home throughout my entire course of my college experience. Like, I never had the, I suppose you could say, traditional experience of like actually, you know, moving away and living out of state, going to college that way. The thing is that I never really wanted that, and looking back on it, I feel like, yeah, I would have absolutely had a better college experience, you know, moving away and, you know, living on my own, doing that whole kind of thing. I feel like that alone is what really can solidify. That is like a big majority of the college experience, and I feel like I may have missed out on something like that just because that's never something that I wanted. And also, granted, the area that I live in, the Washington, D.C. area, like I never had to travel super far to live on campus, so it never made any sense to me to, you know, pay thousands of dollars of room and board a year. Really can't stress this enough, but over the course of the years, I really did not like college, mostly just because I had a really bad experience getting out of high school. I graduated high school in 2014, and that was around the same time that I really started doing YouTube. I mean, I've been doing YouTube and like recording YouTube videos, recording Call of Duty for years. It's been since 2009 across numerous channels. I made this channel here in 2012, and I really started doing the whole like, you know, daily uploading thing in 2014. Did that for a couple of years up until 2018. It was in 2018 that I got accepted into George Mason, and that's really when my college career, I guess I could say, started. Because up until that point in time, I went to community college, and it wasn't the best experience. It really never is. Now, not by any stretch of the imagination am I the best college student, or am I a professional at this, but I would absolutely recommend getting that, you know, post-secondary education. Just having the piece of paper. On the real, I know we're just sitting here playing Call of Duty for a YouTube video right now, but I feel like to employers, having a degree, having a college degree just shows that you are someone that can just show up to a place and just do the work. For as good or as bad as that might sound, I feel like that's just kind of the point of it. It just shows that you're dedicated enough to keep showing up to the same place and just get the work done, no matter how ridiculous or how much bullshit it is. I was also just about to say this, but if you're someone who's looking to go to college, I would recommend it, but at the same time, have a plan. At least have some sort of like general plan. Like, it's totally fine to, you know, change degree paths. That's completely normal. I didn't. I feel like for a lot of people, changing degree paths is a completely natural and normal thing that you're gonna want to go through, or you do think of going through numerous times. But it really isn't a bad idea to go to community college, because your first 2 years of college are gonna be the exact same thing. It's gonna be like your typical math, English, science, history, you know, like your core subjects. You're gonna have to do that for whatever degree program you go in. That, I feel like, is the point point of community college, and just my experience of it was that I was thrown in so many different ways because I didn't know what I wanted to do, and it really shaved years off my life, and I really do regret it, because if I knew what I know now back in 2014 when I graduated high school, I could have been done with college in like the 2019, if anything. So long story short here, again, I graduated high school in 2014, and I was at that community college for about 3.5, 4 years. I had numerous semesters for credits that wouldn't transfer into my degree program, and it wasted a lot of time. Also, not to mention, in the spring of 2018, I got into a massive car accident, and I ended up missing out the entire semester. Broken hand, broken spine, collapsed lung. If you guys have been around, you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. The one-handed Rxqe character arc. So going into the fall semester of 2018, I finally had a plan, and throughout a majority of my college experience, I was part-time with everything, so I wasn't taking a full load of courses, while I was working 2 jobs, going to college, and still trying to daily upload here on YouTube for as long as I possibly could. I had finally gotten the opportunity to sit down and like talk with an advisor, you know, actually work out a plan. Followed that plan all the way through up until the summer of 2022, and I finished this summer 2022. There was a lot of changes along the way, and at one point in time, I did take a semester off, and I regret that so much. I feel like a lot of things in my life right now would be very different if I didn't take that semester off, and I really regret that. I can't focus too much on what I regret or what life would be like, but yeah, I thought graduating college and where I would be at in my life right now was going to be very different, and honestly, sometimes life just doesn't play out that way. It's a motto for life, but also at the same time, it's kind of like a motto for college. Like, sometimes just shit doesn't work out the way that you think it's going to, and that's completely okay, just because that's life. You gotta roll with the punches, you know? Overall, though, I wouldn't say my college experience was the absolute worst once I got settled in at my 4-year. As soon as I had a plan going, it was good. Of course, I had my obnoxious classes. I would say that statistics, fuck statistics. The worst class I have ever taken. If you're someone who's ever taken statistics and had to code in that RStudio program, no. I would rather go through 4 semesters of Spanish all over again and then take that one class again. That was horrible. I would definitely say, though, my most stressful semester was the fall or autumn semester of 2021. It wasn't that my upper level government classes were hard or anything like that, but it was the fact that I had to take my final class of Spanish. And all the way throughout the course of the pandemic, I had taken my Spanish 101, 102, and 201 classes completely online. And the thing is, I have a basic understanding of the language. It's just the speaking aspect of Spanish that I never got the chance to practicar. Mostly because of the fact that we were all online, and all of like the online modules that we were doing was just, you just pick an answer until you get the right one, answer a couple of questions online, and we just weren't speaking that much. So going into the classroom for the most difficult part of it, the one that really matters the most, my Spanish was not up to par. My Spanish was not up to par at all, and there were some damn near fluent speakers in that class, and shout out my boy Alejandro. I sat next to that guy all year, and he helped me practice Spanish, and dude, I would not have passed that class without that man. Mike streaming? Not at the moment. Hello, gamers. Big up, Mike. Hi. Hello, gamers. What's going on? Hi, YouTube. I love you all. I hope you're all having a wonderful day. Hope you all are having a wonderful day, hitting all the epic clips here on the CoD4 Christmas server. Yes, sir. I was watching your video like 20 minutes ago. Let's go, Balties. YouTube, hi. Can I participate, man? You all are participating right now. Alright, so distractions aside, yeah, that Spanish class was not a good time at all. I struggled a lot, and honestly, a huge shout out to my professor as well. She is such a sweetheart. Her name is slipping right now, but she was seriously one of the sweetest and most understanding professors I had ever had, because I had a genuine conversation with her after class one day. I was talking with her like, hey, I'm gonna be completely honest with you here for a minute. I know that my speaking levels are not up to the rest of the class, because again, I had taken all of these online classes and we just did not speak much, so I just want you to know that I'm trying here. And I feel like that's also just like a huge key to success in university, is showing up is half the battle, but you also have to show your professors that you give a shit. Obviously, if you don't show up and you give the mentality that you don't care, they're not going to be willing to work with you as much. If you show up, if you show that you care, they're gonna help you. That's what they're there to do. They are there to help you pass. That last semester, though, was so stressful trying to pass that class, and I did. I passed it with the C, and that was good enough for me. C's get degrees, ladies and gentlemen. And now, thankfully, though, going into the spring semester of 2022, that was the best semester I had ever had in college. I loved that semester, because at that point in time, I was just taking upper level electives. I took a lot of history classes. I love history. I had 2 classes in particular that really focused on World War II. I mean, one was a history of Nazi Germany. I also had a class that was a history of Russia from like the days of the Tsars to like modern times, or at least up through the end of the Cold War, which I thought was just really fascinating. And then I had a history on France, which was also pretty cool. I had had one or two government classes. I had my government 490, which was the capstone project class, which that was actually the easiest class I had ever taken in my entire life. I'm gonna be completely honest. When I went to go talk to an advisor, he's like, yeah, you can pick any topic of government 490 and it'll count. So my government 490 class was on like the personal and mental well-being or something like that, and it was such an easy class. I feel like such an awful student for saying this, but again, I can't recall my professor's name, but she was also a really, really sweet lady. She was super passionate about everything too, and it was just a really nice class. Like, usually for these capstone projects, or for like the last project that you have to do, it's usually something psychotic where you have to write like a 20-page paper. The only thing I had to do for my like biggest final project in college was just write a 2-page single-space paper on my overall mental health and what life was gonna be like, and unfortunately it has gone down the drain significantly, but you know, it is what it is. Thankfully though, what really did end up working out was this whole YouTube and Twitch thing. I am seriously so thankful for you guys for just tuning into the videos, tuning into the live streams. This whole doing YouTube as a job, which it still doesn't even feel like a job. I literally wake up every day and I'm like, okay, what do I want to do for a video today? That's all that crosses my mind. Like, what COD do I want to play today? I am so thankful, grateful, lucky to have you guys here, and just I want you to know that I really do love you guys. I truly appreciate the hell out of all of you. You guys have given me an opportunity unlike any other, and it's literally a dream come true. So I cannot thank you guys enough, truly. But yeah, so here we are though. I've had that sitting up against my wall for the past like 2 months, and I finally unboxed it. So it's still crazy to me. It really, really is. I would say that my biggest piece of advice, just from my personal experience, I still would always recommend going to college, getting that post-secondary education. It doesn't even have to be college. Another thing, if college isn't your thing, trade schools. Having a specialization in something that can get you like straight into the job field or something like that, something that you're interested in. I feel like these kind of things are always worth it in the long run, even if someone like myself who hated the entire experience of it, never saw the light at the end of the tunnel. I feel like at one point in time, it's worth it. Also, at the same time, I feel like I need to say this. Not that anyone would be assuming it, but I'm not telling you guys how to live your life. I'm just kind of giving you guys my own story and experience of it. Biggest point that I'm trying to make, though, is that I understand now, after all these years, education is very important, and just, it really does feel like a weight has been lifted off my shoulders, just actually being done with everything now. It's crazy that I don't have to worry about finals right now, or, you know, having to write some ridiculous paper. Alright, yo, there's a pickup ending 70. Yo, let's go. Pickup triple for the 70? I don't know if that was unsplit or anything. Alright, let me shadow play that, save that demo. Okay. So yeah, I just wanted to share that with you guys. I felt like this was a very special video to make, unboxing my college degree. I really can't dwell on it too much because it's in the past now and the whole experience of it all is done, but there is a lot of things that I would go back and change about my life, especially with college. I know it's a very common thing to say something along the lines of, you know, I wish I can go back to this time knowing what I know now. We all do in our own situations, but yeah, I really wish I could, man. Not just with college, but here with the whole gaming on YouTube thing. Unfortunately, there's things that you just can't change, and you gotta roll with it, but I'm just glad that college is done, and I'm just so thankful for the opportunity that I get to wake up and just make videos. If you haven't seen the video, I did upload a video a couple of months ago talking about quitting my job, graduating college, joining Carnage. Like, it was this huge MWR video that I put together. So if you guys want more details on some things, feel free to go ahead and check that out. I'll leave that video in the description, do a little like time card up here or something. With all that being said, that's all I got for this video. I'm gonna go find a frame for this now and go hang it up somewhere. My very fancy piece of paper. Again though, truly guys, just thank you so much for everything. That's all I got again for this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed this more personal video. Leave a like if you guys enjoyed, subscribe if you're new. It's been Rage, and I will talk to you guys later. Take care, everybody.